Hello, this video will be on black holes. So, a black hole is a hole that forms in space and time when a star, a huge massive star, basically collapses in on itself and it goes into an infinitely small space. So, a black hole, it has two main parts. That is the event horizon and the singularity. The event horizon is the point of no return, basically. So after stuff goes through that, it's not coming back, in theory. And the singularity is the extremely small space in a black hole. Now, the singularity is an extremely small point of infinite density that the black hole packs into everything. And from the black hole, there's Hawking radiation. Now, Hawking radiation doesn't make sense because the second law of thermodynamics tells us, and the conservation of matter tells us that there's a finite number of matter in the universe. And here, I think I have a solution to this problem. So, alright, so I'm saying that you probably won't be able to see that very well, so I'll just explain it for you guys. So, I have a picture of a black hole. It's like this. The singularity here. Now, I think instead of it just cramming all this stuff into it, there's actually a wormhole that leads to another universe. So imagine a black hole in our universe, a wormhole leading to another universe, and a white hole on the other side. Now, I believe in such a thing as a white hole because it's mathematically possible, and we actually may have found one. If you watch a SciShow Space on it, they said it's called something like G147. Yeah, I do actually know. It's something like that. It's G something, and they think this was a white hole. Now, this white hole lasted around 102 seconds. If you're not familiar with a white hole, it's basically a singularity that spews matter. And so I've sort of just put the two together. So if the white hole spews matter, where does all that matter come from? And my answer is a black hole. And my idea is that a black hole in another dimension, light goes through a wormhole to that white hole and then it spews out, which means that all the Hawking radiation would be, well, maybe the second law of thermodynamics really isn't true, because if all this matter, or whatever that universe has, is spewing out into our universe and vice versa, then it's not being destroyed, it's sort of just being moved, so never mind on that. Anyway, so I think that is what happens, and I think it just sort of goes in an infinite loop, because I heard that after a white hole ends, it collapses in on itself and makes a black hole. So, that's what I think happens. And I think the Hawking radiation is it's basically the event horizon of the wormhole. So, like, when all the stuff is sort of being drained out. So, imagine it like a bathtub and all the water's draining into pipes, and those pipes are spewing out onto a city block or something. I mean, that doesn't happen, but that's what you have to imagine here. And that's my philosophy on this. And it doesn't break the laws because while in transverse it's in at the same time both dimensions and at the same time no dimensions. So laws of physics may not apply there or in between dimensions or wherever that wormhole goes. It may not be the same there as it is here. So that's why, if my theory is correct, that's why I think Hawking radiation is sort of discounted, if you will, because of it like going through the wormhole. So basically, what you'll have to imagine is sort of imagine a funnel here, event horizon here from the funnel, and then you have your singularity here, you have a wormhole, and then you have your white hole down here spewing stuff. So yeah, and if you guys didn't know, I also saw this video on SciShow. It was about tau and how that may be a better replacement for pi, because pi is defined as the circumference of a circle divided by its diameter, and tau is 6.28, so basically just pi times 2. Of course, it's not just 6.28, but it goes on, and it's irrational, and it's just special. So, yep. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully you liked this video. If you have any tips for me about YouTube, because I'm just starting, if you have any tips for me about YouTube, say them in the comments section. Comment if you like it. And I'm a very small channel at this point with 0 subscribers, so everything does count and does help. And well, if you leave a comment, you will be noticed in the next video. So yeah, I'll write down all the list of people, and hopefully there's more than one. And yeah, I will see you guys next time.